Thunderstorm, I'm guessing. They say they're only hearing music on TFR.
Yeah, I just reconnected to TFR.
Knocked us straight out.
It knocked us off the net, but we're trying to score some more bandwidth from Thor and see if he can help us out here.
Okay, so should I tell everybody in chat that you guys are just going to start up?
Lucky says we're back. So
yeah, we are back on the main network. Thank you. But yeah, it looks like we're back on the YouTube as well. So
wow,
I'll see you in there, brother.
Okay. Yep.
Thanks for checking. See ya.
Wow, there's 300 views on the YouTube already. Wow. Well, at least we have. Oh, look, people are saying hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, nice to see you.
Good to see you all. We are back currently, hopefully for good. That was our friendly neighborhood thunderstorm.
Yeah, no, we're not back on
You're
YouTube
not?
yet.
I am.
Well, I'm slow.
Well,
What's new, Don?
Well, welcome to current events. No, you're not slow. You're
49
brilliant.
seconds ago.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you're listening to us, whether it's on TFR or iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live, that was a disconnect brought to you by the
Thor, God of Thunder.
God of Thunder, breaker of internet dreams. But we are back, so thanks.
Oh, goodness.
I have faith in Brent's handiwork. Thank you, Doc Hottie. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Pam. She says you are slow, Don.
But I think we're back, so thanks for sticking around. I don't know. It may do this throughout the show. If it does on the YouTube, we can always upload a better version of this. I'm hoping the TFR archive will pick it up and continue. I'll have to talk to Chris later about that. But yeah, it's just not much we can do.
Somebody's asking where we are. We're in the north. We're in North Idaho.
The north tip of Idaho.
Yep.
Right on the hammer handlers of the panhandle.
We're the panhandlers.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're begging Thor right now. Please let us do our show.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. But so we're back, and we are going through the paranormal world that encompasses and surrounds us. And not that disconnecting from the internet is paranormal at all, but it definitely lends a level of interest to every show. The hardware up here in the north of Idaho isn't all that robust.
What'd you say?
Repurposed telegraph lines, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's about what we got up here. Yeah, we're just north of Coeur d'Alene in a town called Sandpoint, actually, Tessa. So we're right up in the north.
Yeah. So Philip says, "Cool, sounds like Bonner's Ferry." No, we're the older sister living just south. We're 30 miles south there.
Yeah, so. But we're close. We're in the neighborhood. Yeah. So then, thank you for all of you that are interested rejoining us, and for sticking around and being a part of the show. I do apologize. There's just only almost in Canada, right?
About 60.
We could throw rocks and hit Canada and start a war. Just kidding.
Actually, if you walk along the Canadian border on the U.S. side, you'll find like duffel bags full of green stuff.
Oh, really?
And I don't mean like paper.
I wish it was money. We could go up there and do hikes.
It'd probably be worth more than money.
Oh, well, not if you... Yeah, no. Anyway.
Oh, goodness.
Let's continue on our journey into the paranormal. What do you say?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, so let's look at what's going on the Singular 40 in this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
It's time for the Singular 40. And, there's something about ghost adventures.
Ooh, go for it.
Now, this sounds kind of interesting. So, of course.
Recently in the news, Zach Baggins has been run over by a ghost train.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, this says, okay, so this is from the singular40.com, ladies and gentlemen. It says, Ghost Adventures to film Halloween special at house that inspired The Conjuring. So let's see what's going on here. The cast of the Travel Channel Ghost Adventures revealed plans last month to investigate the house that inspired popular horror movie The Conjuring as part of a 2-hour special on Halloween night. Apparently they don't want to trick or treat. Paranormal investigator Corey Heinzen and his wife Jennifer purchased the isolated, reportedly haunted farmhouse in Haroldsville, Rhode Island, in June 21st. The house, known as the Old Brook Farm, or Old Arnold Estate, was built in 1736 on 200 acres of farmland and owned by the Arnold family for 8 generations. A number of tragedies occurred on the property in that time, and it is the ghosts associated with those events who are said to haunt the house. The Perron family, I'm not sure, Perron family bought the home in 1971, and after experiencing a variety of terrifying paranormal phenomena, they were assisted by famous paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, and these events would form the basis of the movie The Conjuring. The property was then purchased by Norma Sutcliffe in 1983, and she, along with her companion Gary Helfrich, claimed to have also experienced the unexplained during their habitation.
Wow.
According to a press release for the show, a 2-hour Halloween special, Ghost Adventures Halloween 2019, takes the team to Rhode Island for an unforgettable lockdown inside the real-life home that inspired the iconic horror film The Conjuring. The home's hauntings were also made famous by renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Rhode Island home is one of the most terrifying places in the world. Ghost Adventures crew is ready to confront the potentially dangerous consequences of investigating the infamous house. The residual energy alone is palpable, Ghost Adventure star Zach Bagans said, and the real-life house that inspired the Conjuring movies. I'm speechless. That has been a dream of mine to investigate for years, and I can't believe it's finally happening. It's beyond legendary. I can't wait for viewers to experience this terrifying adventure with us. I don't know. I love Ghost Adventures. I really do. I've been, watching the show for years, and I don't think it's necessarily how to do proper investigating, but I think it's good TV. It's good entertainment, and they do catch some really cool stuff. But I'm here to tell you.
You thought the Demon House was bad?
Yeah. Well,
come on, Zach. Let's think about this one for a second.
Zach, let's see what you can get possessed with now. That guy's been ridden more than a.
He's had more turns than a French doorknob.
Yeah, exactly. He's been dealing with so many things in and out of him that he's basically a motel. I don't know. I'm telling you, that guy gets affected by so many things.
Is he a motel or a dumpster?
It's like his soul has like a
permanent bad spots.
It's got those saloon doors on it where they can just come in and go out. I don't know, but
enter here.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really cool, and I if I can, I'll at least DVR it because I do enjoy the show. I really do.
Wow.
I don't know, I don't know when they're going to hit one of those places where they just don't get to leave. I mean, not that it's going to kill them, but I don't know. Some of that stuff they get into is so dark, and it's so dangerous. And I understand you want viewers, you want sensationalized TV and stuff, but
and we want clickbait.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Wow.
I think seeing the house would be really cool, and touring through it. I don't know.
Wow.
A lot of those kind of things are hyped up beyond their reality by a long shot anyway, but I do like Ed and Lorraine Warren. I think they've done, they did a lifetime of amazing things helping people out. They were sometimes surrounded in controversy, but I don't know. I just really believe in those two, and some people don't, but that's your choice.
Duke says, yeah, he's been possessed more times than Captain Picard got captured by aliens.
Yeah, I know. He's just always dealing with something.
I'm sorry, but if you keep putting your foot in that arena, you're going to keep getting it bit. And that's pretty much the way that goes.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing, to go, ghost hunting in a graveyard.
Right.
And another thing to go, potentially, demon hunting. There's quite a big difference there.
Speaking of that, I went ghost hunting in a graveyard.
You did?
And I did a full sessions of EVPs and stuff.
Right.
I haven't been able to review the audio because my audio cable was screwed up, but Don just brought me one today.
Got a new one.
So I'll be able to upload these and see if we did capture anything. I hope we did. Hope we got something good. But it should be interesting to go through it. It was largely an uneventful night, though. When we went through there, we just went in and asked questions, wandered around. We weren't there horribly long. It wasn't an overnight thing. We were just there for.
Was there any? Did you pick up any empathic feelings while you were there? Did you get any cold spots? Did you?
I didn't. However, Julia did. She did a few times. And maybe she's just more sensitive than I am. I don't know. I feel like I got like this spiritual callus.
Got to rip it off, Brent.
Yeah,
just rip it off.
I don't know if I can. I don't know what it's from, but I don't have like that real light sensitivity. It sometimes takes a lot to get through to me as far as threatening stuff. But
Right.
she did feel that something was pretty heavy for a while there, and got a little nervous. But at that point we just kind of left pretty soon after that, because it was one of the first times we've been out as a
Right.
team. And it was just a matter of just getting out there and going over some procedures and asking some questions and just seeing what we could find. Very short session, but I will go through that and review it and see.
Cool.
Now, Don, you and I went and checked out a house last year.
Yeah.
I did see that those recordings are still on here too.
Oh,
I did
are they?
upload those before,
Right.
but I didn't hear anything anomalous in those recordings. But we'll keep at it. We're going to do some more outings. And again, for those of you who are aware, in just a few short days, I will be taking off and going over to Duke Land over in Montana.
To the
and
Big Sky Country.
I'll be meeting Mr. Dan Pruitt over there.
Ah.
And we are going to be investigating a ghost town
Oh gosh.
for 2 solid days, ladies and gentlemen. So it should be a good time. Hopefully we'll get some incredible footage. Hopefully we'll get something to bring back to you. But it sounds like an amazing place. And Duke has a whole bunch of people coming together there. There's going to be a lot of amazing Bigfoot researchers over there as well. So hopefully I'll get my feet into both worlds this next weekend.
Wow. You're just going to Zach Baggins all out, aren't you?
I'm going to...
Got Bigfoot on one side.
Yeah, I'm going to go finding Bigfoot and ghost adventures all in one
I'd like
time.
you to go found Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But no, it's going to be wonderful. And thank you, Gemini. Yeah, it should be a good time. So we'll see. Yeah, it's Coloma is the ghost town,
Coloma,
Duke's
yeah.
saying in the chat. So I'll be going up there on Friday and Saturday. Dan and I will be investigating that. And if I can on Sunday, I'm going to try to pick up with Duke and his team. But we'll just have to see how it goes. I don't know what I'll be, what I'll be able to do and what I won't.
Right.
I'm not built for long field work, so we'll see how this works. But anyway, stay tuned. I'll certainly give you guys more updates as I can. I think it'd be kind of cool, Don, at some point to put together regional meetups with the portal, and we've talked about this from time to time. As we grow, ladies and gentlemen, that's definitely on our bucket list to do. Some traveling around.
Some meetups, yeah.
Yeah. Meeting all of you guys, getting together, here and there, wherever we can. It'd be cool if we could do it globally, but I don't
Bucket list.
it's on the bucket list for sure. So that's in our long range plans, but we'll see what we can get to.
Well, let's call it a 5-year plan.
Well, maybe in our 5-year plan. Hopefully sooner than 5 years, but we'll see how we do. The show is growing and it's doing wonderful, and you guys have been wonderful in spreading the word. So I'm encouraged that we could probably do some pretty cool things. So anyway, let's get back to our news of the strange and paranormal here.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's it. If you don't have plans for Halloween, maybe you do now. Maybe you can watch Zach and his team. And again, I love the Ghost Adventures. I'm not disparaging them at all. I've watched them go through all this stuff for years and years, and they're some pretty bold guys. I'll say that. There's no question. I don't know if I would have ever done half the things they've done, but they've done it, and it's they've really cut a lot of ground for a lot of us, I guess.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
all right, let's see what else is here. Oh, there's the old shots fired at the Mammoth Cave. So a guy apparently was camping
Oh boy.
and claims he saw Bigfoot, and he went around shooting. Let's read this, because this has been kind of going through the alt news for a while.
Hey, real quick, Josh, are you talking about the chat that shows up underneath the video, or are you talking about the YouTube chat? It looks like it froze up.
Oh, sometimes
in OBS.
Sometimes that does, yeah. Let me change scenes here, and maybe that'll pop it back. Let's go to Don Solo. Let's go to this quick. And go back to this.
Oh.
There it goes. It's refreshing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did lock up. You're right. Thank you for that heads
Sorry
up.
about that.
Sometimes things just happen. You hear a little more thunder, don't you?
Just my stomach. Yes, I hear more thunder. Yes.
Just my bowels.
Thunder, lightning.
So let's see. We got about 6 minutes until the break, so let's see what this story is.
All right.
I'm going to try to read through this as fast as I can. 2 Western Kentucky University students, Brad Ginn, 24, and Madeline Duran, 22, were awakened from their tents by strange noises near their campsite during the weekend trip to Kentucky's Mammoth Cave National Park at the end of last month, reported WBKO. When Ginn, I'm not sure, and Durand left the tent to investigate in the early hours of July 28th, the college students were confronted by a man and his young son who said that something had destroyed their own campsite and tent. He said, like, I hope you have a weapon. And then he flashed his gun at us and was like, I have this. So if anything happens to you, just yell and I'll come, says Durand. After showing them the gun, the man advised them to turn or to run if we hear shots, said Ginn. And they said that it was also Bigfoot country, which seemed a little weird that they would say that. The man and his son left, but quickly returned. A few minutes later, we see their lights approaching again, Ginn said, and as they got closer, we hear the man yell something like, oh my God, did you see that? There it is.
Can you check our connection again?
Oh, no. No, it looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is still good. Why?
Okay. I can't get anywhere. But anyhow, my apologies. Continue, please.
All right, sorry. Let's see. Where was I now? There it is. The man said that. Wait, now I lost my spot totally. After that, the man and his son left, and a couple called 911, having decided to break camp immediately and hike the 5 miles out to their car. Molly Schroer, Mammoth Cave Public Relations Officer, confirmed the rangers responded to the incident. So Mammoth Cave National Park law enforcement rangers responded to a reporting of an individual with a firearm at one of our backcountry campsites in the early morning hours of Sunday, July 28th. The rangers made contact with all the parties involved. It is an ongoing investigation at this time, she said. While carrying a firearm within the park is legal as long as the person doing so conforms to all the Kentucky laws regarding the practice, discharging a firearm in the park is strictly prohibited, said Schroer. Well, you're supposed to just threaten bears with it. Hey, I got this. But you can't shoot them. So Mammoth Cave National Park is well known among researchers for its Bigfoot sightings, with at least 6 of Kentucky's 398 reported encounters coming from Mammoth Cave National Park, according to the Kentucky Bigfoot Research Organization. Other paranormal phenomena, including ghosts and UFOs, have also been reported in the park's vicinity, and many speculate that the hundreds of miles of caves sprawling beneath its surface could be hiding any number of anomalies. Wow. And again, that's coming from the singularfortean.com, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely check out this site. It's just so cool. I just love this site. They've always got really good articles right up to the minute coverage of things like this.
What is this that...
What?
Let's see. Philip Blair sent something about an Idaho woman. Let me look it up, and we'll find out. It's from Singular 40 and 2.
Well, we got 2 minutes, just 2.5 minutes, I guess, until break. So, again, I'd like to recommend everyone within the sound of my voice go and find our podcast.
Yes.
The Paranormal Portal is a podcast now as well, ladies and gentlemen. And by podcast, a lot of people kind of confuse what is a podcast and what is a YouTube video, what is internet radio. So when we're on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live with the network, we're an internet radio show, and I suppose it becomes a podcast afterwards when it's recorded and can be listened to later. But a true podcast is broadcast as a podcast on networks that handle podcasting and generally fed by what's called an RSS feed. So Sasquatch Chronicles is a podcast. The Confessionals is a podcast.
Yep.
The Paranormal Portal on YouTube is a YouTube channel. That's not our podcast.
But we're still here.
But we're still here. We're still doing all of it, but we also have these other shows that is the Paranormal Portal podcast. And if you would, excuse me, we would appreciate it if you guys would check it out. And you can find our podcasts on iTunes, iHeart, and you can find us on Pandora, Spotify, and God, there's just a list of dozens and dozens. What is that one called?
Castbox.
We just got so many places, and our podcast is carried by a company called Revolver Podcast. Yes, thank you. So they are the one that distribute our podcast. The same company that also handles the Confessionals and Sasquatch Chronicles. And so if you're on iTunes, check it out. If you're on iHeart, you can search for Paranormal Portal under their podcast section, and we have a tile there. We'd really appreciate your support. A lot of you guys have been doing it. We've been getting a lot of feedback from people checking out the podcast, and it's just been really cool, but it definitely helps to support what we're doing, and it helps to facilitate the growth of the show so we can do so much more, which is definitely, as we were talking about, we have a lot of things on our bucket list. So we're trying to get there. So, very cool. Tessa said she used to live in Boise as a child. I was just down in Boise a few weeks ago. First time ever. I liked it. So anyway, that's a big thing on our list, but we are going to go to our hour break now, and we'll get into a lot more of the paranormal with our connection willing as soon as we come back. So don't go away, everybody. We'll be right back.
Play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, dripping scars across my heart. Raging anger pours inside me as their lies keep falling apart.
I've never sensed anything like it. Carol Ann is not like those she's with. They're attracted to the one thing about her that is different from themselves. Her life force. It is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hour number 2 is now upon you, and we seem to be staying connected to the interwebs, so I guess we got that going for us. And thank you for all of you that are still here with us.
Get in, sit down, shut up, and hold on.
Hold on.
It's been a ride.
Keep your hands and arms within the car at all times, as the portal is known to be filled with all kinds of strange and unexplained phenomena. All right, so we are going through all kinds of weirdness in the paranormal world, not withstanding us just being weird as well.
Being
so
our issue.
yeah, but we did disconnect earlier, and it doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. In fact, it looks like the storm is pretty much behind us now, I hope. So we'll see how it all plays out from here on out, but I think we're okay. I think I'm okay. You okay,
Awesome.
Don?
If I'm okay, you're okay.
Really? Why is my well-being attached to yours? I'm just wondering. What's going on, Don?
I'm okay. You're a potato.
All right. That sounds good. So let's get back to our fantastic paranormal news. And again, the Singular Fortean is what we're talking about here. We're going through a little bit of the articles on here. I really love this site. I think they do a great job. SingularFortean.com. Fortean. And Fortean is basically a lot of the paranormal. It's another word for it. But anyway, this one sounds cool. Sweet. Let's see what this one is. Don, shall we?
Let's dive into it.
Just diving. All right. We're going to go all Greg Louganis up in here.
Wow.
That's like an old-time reference now.
Wow.
I was alive and watched him dive.
Who's the new guy now?
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
The subway guy, the one that did the subway stuff? The swimmer or the diver?
The swimmer.
Yeah, I don't know that guy. I remember the guy, the most decorated Olympian ever.
Phelps. Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps, yep. The subway guy.
Here, smoke this, you'll swim faster.
You can actually float if you smoke this.
They all float down here, Georgie.
Strange creature reported by watchmen in a Pakistani market.
Oh.
Now, you know, Pakistan and Afghanistan and all the stands, they got a bunch of strange things over there. And, you know, their cryptids